This is the IC Controls maintenance tips for the model 869-22 PPB DO sensor. So I'm showing you now the sensor has already been removed from the flow cell, and to see how to do that, refer to the calibration tutorial. So basically what you got here, and again, sorry, wear gloves. The solutions that we're going to be using here are caustic and acidic. So the fill solution that's inside here is a caustic solution, and it is part IC Controls part number A11000215. So when you need to replace your membrane or your membrane module, you're going to, this is just screwed on here, so what we're going to do is we're going to unscrew it. And again, always do this over a sink or a bucket, because you are going to get some solution leaking out. So you're just going to unscrew that. Let's come on, and then this is your membrane is inside this cap. So this is the little caustic solution. If you do get any on your hands, just thoroughly rinse with water until the slippery feeling goes away. And then what I have here is some deionized water. So what we're going to do is we're just going to rinse out. And if you squirt it down there, you can see your membrane module. It comes apart from your cap. So again, just a nice little rinse. We're gonna reuse these in a second. So now you can see here's your coils. There's an O-ring in here and your tip. So if you're replacing this new, you get a new O-ring with your module, so that you can just pop out, put the new O-ring on. So right now what we want to do is we want to rinse off all that old fill solution. So what you're going to do over a sink is use your Damin water. Switch hands here. We'll just give you rinse this off. Nice rinse, maybe a little bit around the threads as well. And then using a chem wipe or a laboratory cloth, you're going to dry this, and make sure you're going to turn it the way the coils are wound. So again, a little bit. And I always like to do a double rinse. And when you're done, what you should see is your coils should be a silver color, and your tip should be silver with no signs of tarnish. And then when you're doing that, you should have your reading under 1 ppb. 0 is ideal, but if you're going to be just changing out your sensor module, it doesn't have to be at 0. If you're storing it and you're not using it, it should be fully dried, and this should be reading 0.00. As I mentioned before about tarnishing and silver color, if you do come that and your sensor needs to be cleaning, we have a cleaning solution, part number A11000194. And what you want to do there is basically you're just going to use a little 50 milliliter glass beaker, pour the cleaning solution into that, and then you're going to put your sensor inside here, so all your tip and coils are covered with that solution, and let it soak for about 5 minutes. Then after 5 minutes, you take it out and you go through the whole rinsing procedure again double rinse with your Damin water, wiping it with the coils. So now I'm going to show you how to recharge the sensor. So previously from our cap, you're just going to dry it out. Your membrane module, this one I'm going to reuse, but you should be using a new one if you're changing it. Again, this is a very fine membrane material, so gently blot dry so you don't damage it. Just a little. And what you want to do is you're going to put your membrane module upside down into the cap. You would have a new O-ring that would go into this groove. Ensure the O-ring does not go anywhere else except onto that groove. And then using DO fill solution, you're going to fill up your membrane module. Typically I like to go almost to the top of the cap. And then if you look on the sensor here, there's a little flat edge here. So what you want to do is you want to hold your sensor on about a 45-degree angle, just so this is going to allow any air to escape when you're doing the charging procedure. So again, you're just going to, again, a caustic solution over a sink and rubber gloves. So you just put that in, line it up, and you start turning. You can see there's a bit of solution coming out of that flat spot, which is okay. That's what you want to see. You're just going to slowly turn that until you get to until it's started on, and don't force it once you come to the stop. Once it comes on there, these parts are plastic and they will break. So once you get there, it's on there. Again, a little rinse with DI water. Just blot dry the tip, and then your sensor is charged. Now, after charging, it's a good idea to wait at least 24 hours before proceeding with the calibration. Now you're going to put it back into your flow cell. Again, make sure drain is connected to atmosphere, or you will cause a vacuum and stretch the membrane. So you're just going to slide this in here, and once it's in there, you'll take this ground screw. There's a screw here. You unscrew that. Use this terminal ring, stick it on to ground it, and you just would screw that on there. Stick it in, seal it, turn your flow on. And that's it.